Alright, so it's eShop deals time, and this week's a bit of a weird one. The mega sale we've been enjoying is wrapping up for those in the US and Canada, but if you're in the UK, EU or Australia, you've got another week to grab those deals. Basically, it's made putting this list together a bit tricky, but I've got still what I think is a great selection of games for you all with a fair few hidden gems. Plus then, later in the video, I've got 2 winners to announce for 2 $10 eShop gift cards, and I'm also going to be giving 2 more away. Drop a comment down below to enter, and the winner will be announced in next Saturday's video. Alright, look, if you do enjoy these rundowns, make sure to subscribe, it helps the channel a ton, and then check the comments below if you don't see a game you do expect. There's a good chance I already covered it in a previous video, those are linked down there. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, before the first game, let me state here, we'll kick things off with deals available in all regions, and I will let you know when we shift to the ones where you'll need to act fast, dependent on your region. Alright, so first, Everspace Stellar Edition, 80% off, matching its lowest price. It's a fantastic arcade space adventure that looks and runs great on the Switch. While the formula can feel a little repetitive if you kind of marathon it, it's perfect for those quick action-packed sessions. So yeah, if you're after dogfights in space, this is probably gonna be the game for you. So gameplay-wise, Everspace blends fast-paced space combat with roguelike mechanics, offering an ever-changing galaxy to explore. You'll pilot one of 3 unique ships, each with its own strengths and starting gear, as you take on enemies, gather resources, and craft upgrades. The cockpit then displays detailed visuals to really build on the immersion of being in this space, while persistent progression means every single run in this game helps you grow stronger. This Stellar Edition then also includes the Encounters DLC, which adds new ships, weapons, alien lifeforms, and side missions to expand the experience further. Red Dead Redemption is 30% off, matching its lowest price, and well, what can I say here, it's a masterpiece. The port on Switch is fantastic. I actually reviewed it on the channel, find that video linked below, but here's hoping we see more Rockstar classics on the Switch 2 down the line, because replaying this was just an absolute pleasure. Now the story follows John Marston, a former outlaw forced to confront his violent past when federal agents threaten his family. To secure their safety, he must hunt down the remnants of his old gang across the sprawling landscapes of the American West and Mexico. It's a tale of redemption, loyalty, and survival, packed with emotional weight and unforgettable characters. The gameplay then is as impressive as ever, blending open-world exploration, dynamic gunfights, and immersive storytelling. Expect to ride through stunning environments, engage in duels, and complete missions that range from tense shootouts to quieter moments that really kind of let you soak in that Western atmosphere. This version finally includes the iconic Undead Nightmare expansion as well, which turns the Wild West into an apocalyptic fight for survival against a zombie horde. With all of the single-player content though from the Game of the Year edition included, I think this is personally just an unbeatable package. Huntdown is back on sale and matching its lowest price with 80% off, and this one an indie gem. Imagine Contra with modern upgrades like a cover system, paired with a story that channels the vibe of the Warriors. Now I reviewed it, video link below, but let me say here, I absolutely adored it. Now the story, it drops you into a chaotic, neon-soaked future where criminal gangs have taken over and the cops, they are powerless to stop them. Enter basically the bounty hunters, a trio of mercenaries tasked with cleaning up the city by taking down crime bosses, ruling over graffiti-covered kind of 80s-inspired locations. It's gritty, ridiculous, it's packed with action moments, and yet it just keeps the tone really fun throughout. Gameplay then is a fast-paced kind of side-scrolling arcade shooter. You'll run, jump, take cover, while mowing through waves of enemies using a mix of firearms and melee weapons. Each level then culminates in some sort of boss fight with unique mechanics, keeping the combat challenging throughout. The 16-bit pixel art then is hand-painted and stunning, and it's paired with 60 frames per second gameplay and a killer synthwave soundtrack. To the Moon and its sequel, Finding Paradise, are both 50% off, hitting new low prices, and if you haven't experienced these indie gems, now is the time. They are masterpieces of storytelling, packed in these kind of charming 16-bit aesthetics. You know, they may look like old-school RPGs, but they're actually just narrative-driven adventures that hit emotional notes, and trust me here, they will tug at your heartstrings and might even bring on a few tears. Now, Into the Moon, you follow Dr. Rosaline and Dr. Watts, 2 doctors who give people a chance to relive their lives, though only in their minds. The game basically explores the life of Johnny, an elderly man whose dying wish is to go to the moon. As the doctors journey backwards through his memories, they piece together the events of his life, uncovering a bittersweet story, I guess, of dreams, regrets, and love. Binding Paradise then continues their work, focusing on a new patient, Colin. His life is split in two, filled with contradictions, and his dying wish proves more complicated than anything the doctors have encountered before. The sequel expands on the storytelling style of the first game, and yeah, it's just another unforgettable story of life, choices, and really what it means to be truly happy. Both games, again, non-combat experiences, kind of adventure elements with almost RPG visuals, but stunning games, and especially the soundtracks, absolutely just, yeah, something special. Hogwarts Legacy is now at a new low price for the UK, EU and Australia. In the US and Canada, you're getting the deluxe edition. Also a new low price, but that explains the slight price difference you see at the top of the screen. Now, I mentioned this one a couple of weeks ago, so we'll keep it quick, but with more regions now joining the party, I thought it was worth another shout out, especially with this hefty 75% discount. But this one is set in the 1800s. You play as a student at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, discovering that you possess the rare ability to manipulate ancient magic. The story follows your journey to uncover the truth behind the mysterious power, while navigating the dangers that do come with it. Gameplay here combines exploration, spellcasting, and creature taming to a certain extent, with a fast open world that stretches beyond the Hogwarts grounds. It's all of the classic locations you would expect. But yeah, come here to attend classes, brew potions, master combat, all while of course forging your path as a witch or wizard. Shaddai is on sale for the first time ever, 20% off, and even though I played this back in the day, this is not a recommendation today purely because I haven't played this build. I'm actually going to be picking it up myself, so maybe you'll want to join me for the ride. Now the story here, it's about a scribe on a mission to save humanity by capturing 7 fallen angels. It's kind of this surreal journey packed with symbolism, but the gameplay is really easy to pick up, but it's all about really using 4 actions: jump, attack, guard, and steal weapons. It's all about timing-based combat that rewards precision and mastery. Visually, I remember the game looking stunning. I'm sure that's the case here, but there's these kind of unique and constantly evolving environments. This remaster then also adds HD support and optimization, and yeah, this one, it's a cult classic for a reason, and I'm really excited to dive back in. Blasphemous 2 is 50% off, matching its lowest price, and my review is linked below if you want more details. Now, the first game was fantastic, and this sequel builds on its strengths, particularly improving the platforming, in my opinion. That said, while the animated cutscenes are solid, I preferred the pixel art style of the original. Still, the core gameplay and the visuals remain as impressive as ever. So the story in this one picks up after the events of the first game's Wounds of Eventide update. The penitent one awakens in a new land, you're trapped in that cycle of life, death and resurrection, and it's really all about exploring this new grotesque world, battling hordes, taking down bosses, and yeah, great stuff. The gameplay, of course, retains that brutal combat that we all loved. It's now been elevated though with new weapons that offer expanded combos, executions, and new abilities. The world then, again, just incredibly impressive. It's massive, it's this kind of like gothic landscape, there's labyrinth paths, there's plenty of secrets, and yeah, overall, this game, easily worth the time. Now at this point in the video, we're shifting to deals that remain live for another week in the UK, EU and Australia. However, for those in the US and Canada, these deals end tonight, that is at time of this video going live. Now if you're watching on January 6th or later, they are likely over. If you're watching on January 5th, jump on the deals now if you do want them. I wanted to mention that up front though to save you all some time, don't want you wasting time here honestly, but also let's do the winners of the eShop gift cards as well. Let's get that out of the way so you don't have to stick around for that either. So congrats to this week's 2 $10 eShop gift card winners. Your names are on the screen right now. Email me to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below to enter next Saturday's giveaway. Alright, so finally then, for clarity again here, look, all games from this point forward are dated for the UK, EU and Australia at the top of the screen, as these deals again end far too quickly elsewhere. So first up, the Touryst is 40% off, a new low price, and it's an absolute gem of an adventure puzzle game. What makes it stand out is the freedom it gives you. You can dive into the main quest or just kind of like kick back and enjoy the island at your own pace. The voxel visual style is stunning, giving the game this kind of vibrant and unique charm, and yeah, I'd love to see a follow-up to this game someday. So the core concept of the story, you arrive at the Monument Islands, a tropical paradise brimming with activities, whether that's swimming, diving, arcade games, dancing at a beach party. There's always something here to do, but beneath the surface of this idyllic setting lies a deeper mystery. A strange tourist hints at ancient monuments and secrets waiting to be uncovered, and that's kind of where your adventure comes in. With the gameplay, it's going to balance exploration, puzzles, and light platforming, and you'll be solving challenges, discovering hidden secrets, and interacting with more than a few quirky characters, while of course soaking in the game's atmosphere. The Persona collection hits a newer low price at 60% off, and honestly, if you're a fan of JRPGs, this is as good as it gets. Spoken about these countless times before, so I'll skip the kind of deep dive into each one, but you're getting Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, my favourite, and Persona 5 Royal in one package. Each game is a masterpiece in its own right, blending stylish visuals, incredible storytelling, and fantastic turn-based combat. Perfect ports as well, they work flawlessly, and you're getting hundreds of hours of gameplay here for your cash. The Company of Heroes collection is 25% off a new low price, and for strategy fans it's a must-play, widely regarded as one of the best real-time strategy games ever. Its arrival on the Switch is nothing short of impressive basically, because the port here handles beautifully, with excellent performance both docked and handheld, and the transition to controller-based gameplay incredibly well executed. Now it's set during World War II, the collection includes the original Company of Heroes and its 2 expansions, that's Opposing Fronts, Tales of Valor. These deliver 41 missions across multiple campaigns. Now you'll be commanding both Allied and Axis forces in pivotal battles, from storming the beaches of Normandy to pushing deep into enemy territory. Each campaign offers a unique perspective though on the conflict, blending historical authenticity with really impressive tactical gameplay. Finally, the combat, it's squad-based and fast-paced, requiring a careful balance of offensive and defensive strategies. So basically, you can utilize the environment, destructible objects, or to take this tactical edge. You can change to battle conditions, and of course, the big goal, lead your forces to victory. The skirmish mode then really adds endless replayability, letting you create custom battles with adjustable difficulty across a variety of maps and factions. ANNO Mutationem is 40% off, matching its lowest price, and it's a hidden gem that I highly recommend. Now, if you're looking for a unique cyberpunk world packed with broader combat, RPG elements, and immersive exploration, this one's for you. Plus the visual style blending 2D pixel art with 3D environments, incredibly unique. If you do want a deeper dive, my review is linked down below, but here you play as Anne Flores, a combat-trained lone wolf on a personal mission to uncover the whereabouts of her missing brother in a neon-soaked metropolis. Alongside her hacker sidekick, Anne gets drawn into a conspiracy involving megacorporations, fringe groups, and strange creatures, unraveling secrets that go far beyond the original goal. The gameplay though here is really what it's all about. It switches between 2D action platforming and 3D exploration, and it's incredibly satisfying. You can have everything from swords and pistols to rocket launchers and grenades, and the combos, the dodge mechanics, the ground pound through hordes of enemies, just great fun. Then the location itself, the neon lit streets, the cargo ships, the underground structures, there's plenty here to just uncover on this journey, and I was incredibly impressed. It even has RPG elements, collecting, crafting, upgrading gear, your stats, it's all in here. And yeah, a really impressive release. Hitman Blood Money Reprisal is our final game. It's 25% off, marking a new low price, and this stealth classic has been remastered for the Switch, and while we've seen other Hitman entries on the system, I think this one's the best. And sadly, for example, Hitman 3 was cloud-based, so I'm hoping the next hardware generation fixes that. For now though, this game delivers all of the power and brilliance of its original design, so if you don't know already, you'll be stepping into the shoes of Agent 47, a world-class contract killer caught in a conspiracy involving a rival agency, the franchise. The story takes you on a globe-trotting mission to dismantle this shadowy organization targeting high-profile individuals across varied and impressive locations. Think the Paris Opera House to the chaotic Las Vegas Strip. It's really kind of pushes the boat out there. Gameplay then is all about execution. Quite literally, Blood Money thrives on its sandbox mission design, giving you the freedom to approach each hit in multiple ways. So you could opt for, let's say, a silent kill, maybe an environmental accident, or maybe you just go in all guns blazing. It's completely up to you, and that's what makes it so much fun. You replay these games over and over for that reason. But yeah, expect to master disguises, gadgets, improvise your way out of bad situations, and I think it's honestly, an incredible release, if anything. The Reprisal edition as well of this version actually brings in some features inspired by later Hitman titles, Instinct Mode that highlights targets and points of interest, a new mini-map, for example. Also just the AI as well for the characters, that's all been improved too. And that's the end of this video. I actually wasn't going to release one this week because of the difference in regions. Well, that, and I'm a little bit sick right now, but hopefully you'll find something in here to enjoy, or you simply save some of your cash, because this massive sale over the last few weeks, I know it's drained my bank account, so I'm sure it's been the same for many of you out there. I'll link my other videos on the sale down below for you all, though. That may be useful to those in the UK, EU, and Australia. And yeah, see you all in the next one. Cheers all.